The program helped me a lot. I have been more than 6 years not practicing as a physiotherapist, so I have less confidence in myself that I'll be able to integrate and interact not only with the patients but also with the healthcare team members.
I recently migrated to Canada, and one of my main focus thoughts when I moved here and with this particular program was that I somehow wanted to clear the exams, and I knew I was not prepared to do that on my own. I needed some help, as well as I wanted to make some contacts.
I realized that it's not just about passing the exam, which is, I know it's a requirement to be licensed here in Canada, but it was to being exposed to the real Canadian environment working as a physiotherapist. So then, for example, the options to be in a placement.
And in fact, the last placement that I had, it actually radically has changed my approach to the way I practice, and moving forward, completely believe that would make me a better practitioner.
So I had the opportunity to do 2 great placement and internship that helped me dive into this new context, new Canadian context.
One of the key issues we as internationally educated therapists who come here face is, if you want to get a job, you need Canadian experience, and if you need Canadian experience, you need a job.
You are exposed to the environment, you are working with physiotherapists, and then you are able to apply all your knowledge and everything that you learn from the program and everything that your background as a physiotherapist is very, very enriching.
There are some similarities. You can definitely find a lot of similarities between our health systems. The differences, which is very important for me to fill in those gaps. The referrals are different, and the waiting times are different. And I think the profession is regulated differently here. It's a lot of nuances, but being a practitioner here, you have to be familiar with this.
To be a successful practitioner in Canada, you'll have a broader outlook, and you're just going back to your basics and your current knowledge. In my perspective, it makes you a much more holistic, wholesome practitioner, and I find that quite helpful.
I learned how to consider patient as a holistic unit and regard all emotional, psychological and financial background to provide best service for my patient.
So with the online learning we have just undertaken, it really helped guide my education. It helped fill in the gaps of where I need to direct myself to improve and pass the national competency exam.
Generally about the online courses, it helps the students who live away from the facility itself to approach and to continue their education. And I have children, they're twins, and it's hard for me as a mom to leave them and come back and forth to Toronto. So it's easier for me to take online courses, and so it was so convenient for me.
It's less intimidating, I find it comfortable. You get all the resources there all the time, and you can log in and out in any hour of the day. Doesn't matter what's your schedule, you don't have to commit to a certain hour. You just go in there and it's there for you. So it's very convenient.
I encourage everyone who is coming and pursuing their licensing here in Canada to go and to apply for the bridging program. It opens the door, the opportunities for you. It creates for you a new opportunity, new future that you can't imagine.